We always take a ride in our old truck, jump right in and you buckle up. We head through the field to the creek, shining bright every full moon. Saturday, we head through the field to the creek, shining bright every full moon. Saturday.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's having a good day. We're going to do some American Truck Simulator today, but we're going to do it a little bit different. I was talking to someone the other day, a friend of mine, and they said that they wanted to play the game. They wanted to play American Truck Simulator, but they didn't have a steering wheel. I said, well, I don't have a wheel, so I play. I'm not an expert by any means, but I do enjoy playing. And so it kind of made me think, I wonder if anybody else, has those same thoughts. So I'm sure there's lots of videos out there about it, but I'm just going to make mine and kind of show you what I have in mind. So some things to keep in mind. I play with a controller. You can play with a keyboard only, and I've tried that. And I'm sure there are people out there who are great at it. I am not one of them. It was very, very difficult for me. But a controller doesn't seem so bad for me. Also, for someone who's just starting out, or they're looking to buy the game but they're afraid of the difficulty, you can change so many settings and make it much easier. I'll show you a few of them today, but I've also upped a little bit of difficulty just to kind of showcase that it can be done. So like my setup is, I'm not on career mode right now, by the way. I'm just on take a job. So this isn't my truck. I've got the truck set to automatic, so that's one less thing that, like I say, as a beginner, you have to worry about. You have to worry about shifting gears, and to be honest, it's a lot to do. Doing keyboard and controller and getting everything. I think a steering wheel setup is much better for shifting gears, because you actually have the shifter and everything. So I would say that's a much better idea. Another couple of things that I think you should do as a beginner or someone that's just starting out, you should always let's start the truck up so you can see. So you see just to the right of the steering wheel there is the GPS. It's always on. However, there's another one that you can turn on. Shows the same distance, for lack of a better term. You can change that distance to be different levels. So zooms out to show you much more of the route, but then it also zooms in really close. I would suggest that you stay on this one if you're a beginner, because it really shows you where turns are and where things are in the yard, where you're going to park and things like that. So I would definitely leave it like there. And it's an information center as well. It shows you, what you're hauling, where you're going. From Holbrook to Bushnell Farms, we're going with a crawler tractor. It's a 55,000 pound load. So anyway, and the rest of it is, this is, if you crash your truck and need help, this is kind of like the garage service, so to speak. And then messages, which is not really important right now. But this is where I would stay, is on this and you change these levels by F5 on your keyboard. I guess you could set that up to a controller button if you wanted. I don't. That's something, before I go on, I will say that you can change so many settings in this game, and that's something that I quite like. Is I actually use a PS4 controller. I prefer to use it I like the way it reacts. I just really like it much better. I do have an Xbox controller. To be honest, for some reason, I have a lot of trouble with my Xbox controller on this game. It just doesn't like it, and it starts doing all kinds of crazy things. So I'd stick with my PS4 controller. But you can program the buttons to all do different things. Something else that I will say, in the start menu, when you go to like the controls, if you just try to set it up yourself, using the drop down menus and things, hold on, let me show you real quick. Options, controls. So if you just try to kind of set it up yourself, I have them both in here just in case, you could have some trouble. Click on this input wizard. I don't want to do it again because I don't want to mess anything up. When you click on the input wizard, it will select the controller for you, and then it makes sure that everything works. Because to be honest with you, I tried to do it the other way myself, and wow, it was a mess. The buttons weren't working correctly. I couldn't choose things. I couldn't look around. It was really a mess. So make sure you do that. One more thing before we get going. I also wanted to tell you about, this is the default view on this truck. Each truck is a little bit different. So as you can see out of your left mirror just fine and see the road. To look out of your right mirror, you would actually have to move the view over to see it. And that's fine. But for a beginner, someone just starting out, I think it's a good idea to use the cheater mirror. You press F2 and it shows you that right side mirror all the time, as kind of a floating mirror. I don't know, if you press it again, you would also get the left one. You don't really need it, but you have it there. So I tell you, the advantage is it's the same, it's even, straight across from each other, so you're not looking up and down, and especially when you're starting out, I think it's a good thing to do. I'm going to leave both of them on. You can turn one on or I don't know why you would have that one, except for, like I said, in some trucks, you can't really see the mirror. Your default view is a bit like this, so it could be handy for that. So for today, we're going to leave them both on, just so you can see how I think it should look, when you're kind of starting out. We do have kind of a newer truck today, so it's an advantage. This is an articulated trailer. There we go. So it's got the extra length in the back. You always have to remember that when you're driving these big loads. I wouldn't recommend starting out on a load like this unless you're just adventurous, and then go ahead. Like I said, I just wanted to show you that it can be done, even because I'm not, like I said, I'm not an expert at all. But anyway, I've talked way too long. So let's get going here. Let's turn our lights on because it's still just a little bit on the dark side. The dark side. Alright. You can also use the keyboard and kind of cheat the quick looks if you don't want to pan around with your controller. Oh man, this is a big trailer. So I hope everybody's doing all right. I haven't, I've still kind of been fighting with the computer. I've come to find out that I don't think my computer problem is not so much the computer itself, as much as, remember I told you that it's been incredibly hot here. The air conditioning is supposedly fixed, but it's still not working right, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. But basically, it's about 40 degrees here, or for my American friends, it's about 100. And the computer just doesn't like that heat at all, and I think that's why it's been giving me fits lately. So I don't know, but other than that, things are going pretty good here. I don't know, it's been kind of lazy lately, to be honest. It's been so hot that I haven't really been wanting to go out. Our rainy season should be starting soon. Which it's a lot of rain. we tend to go from super dry in the dry season to very wet and very it even floods a lot in the rainy season. It's if you've ever seen Forrest Gump, when he's talking about being in Vietnam for the war. I'm not in Vietnam, but I'm next door, and it's really that way. It just there's times where it starts to rain and you just think it's never ever gonna stop. But I don't know, I like to think I'm a pretty optimistic person. I try to find the silver lining in everything, and to be honest, for me, I'm not a big fan of rain, but it's much better than snow for days. It's crazy here. Even even if you don't get a whole lot of rain, the drainage system is not very good here. So the roads do tend to flood quite easily. So that's something I always have to kind of keep in mind. Where I live is not so bad. I live just a bit outside of the city, a little bit in the countryside is what they call it. But yeah, it's not quite as bad. We have a lot of fields and things around, so it kind of helps with the drainage. It stays off the roads. So yeah, it's pretty good. You guys can definitely leave me comments below. What do you have going on? You can actually comment just about anything. I'm pretty easygoing. If it's offensive or something like that, we'll take care of it. But for the most part, we can talk about whatever you want. Tell me what you think about videos that I'm making. We can talk about whatever. It doesn't matter to me. Still, if you've looked, you can see, I think this is going to be video 8 or something. So yeah, I'm still getting started. I'm still kind of trying to find my way, and that's okay. I don't mind. Everybody starts somewhere. The biggest YouTubers on the planet definitely started somewhere. Police. Please don't pull out. Please don't pull out. Alright. Just like real life, there's always somebody over there that won't let you merge. I recorded one of these earlier for you guys, and realized that only after it was all said and done that I forgot to turn the game sound down. Because when I play by myself, when I'm not recording, I leave it cranked up pretty loud. Oh my god, it was terrible. All you could hear was the rumble of that big motor. You couldn't hear a word I was saying. Plus, I turned the sensitivity on my mic up. I thought I had done it before, and for the past few videos, several videos, I couldn't figure out why it was so low. Well, I think I've worked it out now. I think I just had the gain set way too low. So I don't have I don't have a separate mic. I just use the one on my headset. I have a Logitech 633. It's a good headset. I really like it, and I think the microphone's good as well. It's just I'd like to have something a bit better. So, being as where I live, though, it's not easy to come by that stuff. And sure, you can find a, I don't know, everybody seems to, not everybody, a lot of people, especially when they're starting out, seem to use the Yeti, and it seems like a good mic. And I could buy it and have it shipped here. However, when it hits customs in this country, your $100 mic could easily be charged another $100 or $200 to get it through customs. It's a fact of life of living here. The duty fees are, especially if it's something that the customs guys don't really know a lot about. So in their mind, oh wow, it looks expensive, so the rate goes up a bit higher. This is taking a bit longer than I thought it would. 50 game minutes, so we're getting there. I'm recording this on well, it's Tuesday for me, and so I guess technically later on tonight or in the morning, Frostpunk will come out, become available, and I really, really want that game. I've been watching some guys play the developer version, and it looks really great. So if you stick with my channel, you know that I've had some City Skylines on. I really enjoyed playing it. It's a bit like this game. I'm not an expert by any means, but I just enjoy the hell out of playing, and to me, that's what matters. As long as I'm having fun, that's why we're doing it. And I enjoy watching people play. So I thought, that's why I do it. Like I say, this game here, I really wanted to really kind of just show. Because that person that I know was all kind of crazy about, not wanting to play it. Not crazy, all worried about not wanting to play it because no wheel, just have our lights on. Yeah, I'm making this video because I want to show you that it's okay. You can still play it, and maybe that's that's what my niche will be. I don't know. I know generally when people make those kind of videos, it's because they're very well versed in the game, and I don't think that's necessary at all. And I tell you, one of the things that I think about is someone who's really, really good at the game. Wow, we're really going to have to take this wide. I didn't realize that. Somebody who's really, really good at the game, I think sometimes maybe they kind of forget some of the things that a new player will make it. Yep, in the bushes a bit. I think they kind of forget some of the things that a new player will experience. So that's why I sometimes like to watch, somebody who who's not an expert in the game, and maybe they're just starting to play as well, because they, it's fresh in their mind what you're gonna need to help you out. There's a big old trailer. Need big wide turns. I don't think I've said it yet, but I sure would appreciate if you guys would subscribe to my channel and like my videos. And if you do like it, share it with others. It just lets me know that you really enjoying it. That's really the only way I have to gauge how I'm doing. That, and like I said, I really would love to see some comments so that so I know what you want to see, what you want me to do. I mean, yeah, of course I like playing what I like to play, but if somebody wants to see something, and if I have it, yeah, absolutely, I'll do it. I have never been this way before. It's crazy that we're driving down all these dirt roads. I don't know what this is going to be like to park. Alright, let's have a look here. Alright, we're looking pretty good. I don't know where that car came from. Alright, so we're going to kind of go into this lane so we can make this big wide turn here. Alright. Let's see where they want this thing. Alright, we're going to just pull it in. Okay, we're going to have to go up there and around to the left. Alright, so come over here as far right as we can. And it's okay, we can drive over that concrete. Alright, right there's where we're going. Alright, let's see. Oh, did I cut it too close? I think we're alright. Yeah, we're not going to hit anything. Hey, there we go. There, your first try. Alright, well, we made all of our levels and bonuses and all that good stuff. You can see here I'm on level 10, so I'm not, I'm not too far into the game. I do like playing, but yeah, I'm not that far into it. So well, I hope you guys liked it. I know I say it over and over, but definitely let me know what you think. If you'd like to see something different, or if you'd like to see more of this, different kinds of loads or what have you, just let me know. And again, I really would appreciate it if you'd subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you like the video, share it, and yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Everybody have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.